By 2025, smart homes are everywhere. You see them in ads, apartment listings, new housing developments, and all over your social media feed. Lights that turn on by themselves, doors that unlock with your phone, homes that respond to your voice, your schedule, your habits. It all looks incredibly impressive. But the real question is on how cool these homes look on camera. Whether they really actually worth it. And daily life is where technology either proves its value or just becomes another frustrating thing to manage. At their absolute best, smart homes just remove friction. Security systems stay vigilant without you constantly checking your phone. These moments don't feel revolutionary. They feel natural. But smart homes also come with trade-offs, and they aren't always obvious when you're first setting things up. Did I lock the door? Over time, these small conveniences really stack up. They reduce what psychologists call decision fatigue. They take repetitive tasks off your plate, and when they're done right, they free up your mental space instead of demanding more of your attention. Energy efficiency is another real advantage, but there's a big if. Here it only works if your systems are configured properly. Smart thermostats that learn your routine, lighting schedules that match your day, and sensors that know when a room is empty can genuinely reduce wasted energy. In 2025, the best energy-aware homes don't just react, they anticipate. They dim or shut off lights in spaces that nobody is using. This is where you see real savings on your utility bills. However, those savings are not automatic. A poorly configured smart home can actually use more energy than a traditional one. The technology is powerful, but it rewards intention, not neglect. Knowing who entered your home, when they did, and how they got in completely changes how safe you feel. The peace of mind isn't about living in fear. It's about having clarity and control. You can get a notification when your kids get home from school, or check in on a package that was just delivered. But this new level of security also introduces a new level of responsibility. Your devices have to be updated. You need to manage who has access using weak passwords. Ignoring firmware updates or dismissing alerts can undermine the entire system. In a smart home, security isn't something passive that you just install. It's something you actively participate in. Most smart homes don't fail because the hardware is bad. They fail because of complexity. Trying to mix and match different brands, platforms, and standards can create a really fragile, frustrating setup. One day your smart speaker won't talk to your lights. The next day your thermostat goes offline. In 2025, standards like Matter have definitely improved compatibility, but they haven't eliminated complexity entirely. You still need to think about what ecosystem you're buying into. Subscriptions are another overlooked cost that can sneak up on you. Many smart cameras, video doorbells, and security systems require a monthly fee to unlock what you'd consider basic features, like saving video recordings or getting advanced alerts. Individually, these fees might seem small, $5 or $10 a month. And then there's privacy. This is the big one that people rarely think about until it's too late. Smart homes generate data. A lot of it. Your movement patterns, your daily schedules, your habits, Even the conversations you have, it's all being logged somewhere. In the wrong hands, this data isn't just information. It's a detailed blueprint of your life. The smartest homeowners in 2025 don't avoid smart technology because of privacy concerns. Instead, they design their homes with privacy in mind from the very beginning. They choose devices that do more processing locally instead of sending everything to the cloud. They're careful about what permissions they grant, and they limit how much data is shared. Making these intentional choices makes a massive difference. Finally, there's maintenance. A traditional home is pretty static. It rarely changes unless you actively decide to renovate it. A smart home, on the other hand, is constantly evolving. Software gets updated. User interfaces change. Devices get replaced with newer models. Something that works perfectly today might behave just a little bit differently after an update next year. A smart home is less like a refrigerator and more like a garden. It benefits from occasional attention, review, and refinement to keep it running smoothly. So, after all, is a smart home actually worth it in 2025? The honest answer is, it really depends on how you build it and why you're rebuilding it. A smart home built to show off, with flashy lights and complicated automations, will quickly become frustrating. But a smart home built for your actual daily life can become almost invisible, and that is the highest compliment any piece of technology can receive. The best smart homes today aren't the ones with the most automations or the most expensive gadgets. They're the most intentional ones. They're built with a focus on comfort, reliability, and trust, not just novelty. If you're the kind of person who enjoys tweaking, optimizing, and refining systems, then building a smart home can be a deeply satisfying hobby. If you're someone who just prefers to set it and forget it, the right smart setup can still work for you, but only if you resist the urge to overcomplicate things. Stick to a few reliable devices that solve real problems. Ultimately, smart homes aren't about replacing humans or creating some sterile, futuristic environment. They're about supporting our routines, reducing friction in our day, and creating spaces that respond to our needs instead of demanding our attention. When it's done right, a smart home doesn't feel futuristic or complicated. It just feels calm.